Hello, just a quick video of the state of the squad. I'm about to play my first Intertoto game, but I'm not doing it on this video. But I'm just going to go through the team in general, and it's looking pretty bleak. I had to re-sign Powell up at 33, so he's going to be, what is he? So he's going to be 33 throughout he's going to turn 34 next month, or in a couple of months. I had to even sign up players like Yards, which shouldn't even be anywhere near the first team on a normal save. I would have just transfer listed him first season, so he's back in. I had to give him another year, so Yards and Powell another year. Had to call this guy up just as a bit of backup, and to be honest, he looks like he's got a little bit of potential. He got an assist and played 3 games last season, mainly cups, but as long at least he doesn't look like he's just going to be a complete liability. There is one guy I want to play, but he's just not ready for the Premier League yet, even though he's got some nice attributes. This guy, lack of strength, lack of stamina, 2 jumping. I think he's just going to get crushed in the midfield, even though I really want to play him. I was thinking of maybe giving him a playmaker role, as he's got half decent passing, and then just letting the other players take the load of the defensive stuff. But it's hard to say. I can't really afford to just be free rolling the player. My team isn't strong enough. I've just given up on Stewart, to be honest. He had a really good spell at the beginning of last season, feeding Yule with short passes after holding it up, but after that he's done fuck all. He's done not much really. The first season I probably was just under 1 in 3 goals. 1 goal in 3 games, which wasn't bad. I was playing him in a different role then, more of just a support shadow striker. Who else? He's got dribbling 20 now. That's the only thing why I'm keeping him in the squad. I don't know, you can't go wrong with a bit of dribbling, but his other attributes are just terrible, and he's only got 6 acceleration, which is probably going to kill the dribbling attribute anyway. Snowden, a bit more rounded than Dinter. He's actually got 11 crossing, and he's a little bit quicker, but even still he's not, like, you wouldn't even play him in League 1 or League 2 at this point. Park has just been really poor. He hasn't developed, and every time I used him he didn't do much, and I need a bit more from my midfielders defensively, and he doesn't really offer that either. His form was better in the reserves last season, so I haven't lost hope with him yet, but it's still difficult. Butler, he is developing. Hopefully he can become even more rounded. I really like his off the ball, especially if he's coming from deep and running onto direct passes. Who's the other youngster that came through first season? Wallace. 2 in 6, not bad. He's literally just a pressing forward. No instructions, just press, mate. That's all I've had him on, really. He's still lacking physicals, really. No, low strength. He does have high work rate, high stamina, and he's quite quick. So he's 19 now, though, so it's unlikely he's going to suddenly shoot up. He could become more rounded, so he could become a squad player for the future, which I'm hoping for. Shields just struggled how to use him. He's like a sit back fullback, but then my whole right flank's just nothing going on. I'm thinking about playing this next season because Konchesky ended up with 8 assists when I started freeing him a bit more, so he could be a really good outlet for me down that flank. I'll probably do it on that because that's his strongest, where he can play left back. I've retrained him as a wing back, and he can play midfielder left as well, so if I use the arrows like that I should be getting the best out of him. And I might arrow up one of the DMCs for more support going forward and unleash Jensen a bit more at home games. What else? Todd's actually been decent. I can't really complain about him. He does a good man marking job. He's got half decent passing. His distribution's very good, considering the level of player he is. Who else? About Brown again. I do limit how he passes. I've just got him on short because he's a bit useless, isn't he? But he does have some good physicals, and he's done some really good man marking jobs with 19 man marking sitting in there, so I'm pleased with him. Kinsella I just pissed off with now. He just he doesn't really fit the system. Who else? This guy, bit of dribbling, could be a potentially good wing back. Still only got 7 crossing, which is a bit of a kick in the balls. Turner, I should probably release him. He's never going to be a quality centre back. I'll give him one more year, but this guy I retrained as a wing back. I don't know why, but he's not going to really be anything either. Yeah, and I got no youth players come through yet. I'm hoping over the season I might get one or two add to the squad, which would make a big difference. But my squad's getting very thin now, and I'm not expecting to come in the top half next season. And I've got Palmer in the Intertato. I think I'm going to get completely outclassed in that game. I've got the Italian league loaded as well, so they've got a strong squad. They've got Milosevic, Luizao now, who they signed from Corinthians, Mezzi. Yeah, they're good. Nakata, obviously Palmer are always good on the old CMs. Junior, good, I'd love a wing back like that. I bet even their backup players are better than mine. Can't see them at the moment, but yeah, I don't know really where to go after this. I'm heavily relying on youth players coming through now. I can't, like, my goalkeeper's 32 now, so he's going to start getting less reliable. I think he'll be okay till he's about 35. I haven't offered him he keeps wanting a coaching contract, and I'm just going to keep rejecting because I know he'll retire the next season once he becomes a coach. Yeah, so the main hopes of this Reed guy, who's actually developed a lot, thinking about it. I might even play him as sweeper. Gives me an extra option there, and just treble man mark the opposition strikers and only having one DMC maybe. Maybe doing that for next season. And I might have both arrows coming up for Lisby and Yule with direct passes. I don't know what to do with Shields. I could even do that with Shields so he can get more crosses into the box. He does have 20 crossing. Or I could have him sitting back more. Maybe do that with Kinsella possibly. Who knows? That maybe. Be interesting to see. I might go with that actually. Just try something completely unorthodox. But yeah, I'm expecting a really tough season. It's going to be harder than the first two seasons. My squad's getting older. I've had no youth come through the second year, even though my facilities now, it did start with top facilities and they've upgraded it already. Top facilities plus youth academy. It's been upgraded once as well. I think with another upgrade it will be the highest it can be. And I've got money in the bank obviously because of the restrictions I set on it. I've got a balance of 32 mil. But obviously I can't sign anyone, not even youth search players, so I'm just heavily relying on academy. And I need them to start popping up. Otherwise I could be relegated by season 4, possibly even next season if I get injuries. That's the problem, like I can't get injuries to Kincheski, Shitty, Rufus, Yule. If I start getting injuries to them players, my form will just deteriorate. Like I will become a bottom 3 side, and I could even become a bottom 3 side anyway, just from the overall lack of quality. Like you start getting on a bad. I was lucky last season. Whenever it looked like I was going to go on a bad run and morale was starting to get hit, I managed just to claw out a 1-0 away win or something, or scrape a 1-0 at home, or just start turning draws back into wins, which was it's just started to become much more difficult as every season's gone by. I don't know if I can go back to last season, but you can see the form starting to really, as it did the season before, a really good run there after a run of defeats. So 1, 2, 3, 4 undefeated in 5, and then you can start to see it start to decline again. Only 4 goals out in 7 games. I did manage to scrape out some draws though to keep the points tally going, but it's just getting more and more difficult. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.